They say a party should be unforgettable, the kind people talk about for years, the kind that grabs headlines. But what if I told you there was once a party so extravagant, so beyond imagination, it shook an entire empire to its foundations? This wasn't just a party, it was a spectacle hosted by the Shah of Iran, a celebration so grand it shook an empire to its very core. A party attended by kings, presidents, royals, and power players from 65 countries. Over 600 hand-picked guests partied in the middle of the Iranian desert for 3 surreal days, with representatives from the US, UK, France, India, you name it. The cost? Hundreds of crores of rupees, gone in a blink. This wasn't just the most expensive party in history, it was also one of the most cursed, because this one celebration would ultimately destroy an entire dynasty. Welcome to Archive Facts, and today's story is one for the ages. How a royal party in 1971 marked the beginning of the end for the Shah of Iran, so watch till the end. In the early 1970s, Iran was a very different country. It was officially Islamic, but its cities looked more like Europe than the Middle East. Women wore skirts instead of hijabs, nightclubs were alive, and the economy was booming thanks to oil. At the heart of this modernized kingdom was Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the last Shah of Iran. Western educated and ambitious, he dreamt of putting Iran back on the world map, not as just another Middle Eastern country, but as the heir to an ancient empire. And in 1971, he saw the perfect opportunity, 2,500 years of the Persian Empire. To celebrate, he didn't want just a parade. He wanted the greatest party the world had ever seen. His ministers suggested holding it in Tehran, the capital, but that was too boring for the Shah. He wanted it to take place in the middle of nowhere, a desert near the ruins of Persepolis, the ancient capital of Cyrus the Great, a symbolic nod to the grandeur of old Persia. So the desert was cleared. 30 kilometers of land was leveled, trees were imported, a temporary airport runway was built, roads stretched for 600 kilometers just to bring the guests in. They created a pop-up city in the sands of Persia. 50 air-conditioned silk tents were set up across 150 acres. Don't be fooled by the word tent. Each was more like a 5-star suite, complete with bedrooms, bathrooms, even private salons. If the silk used was laid flat, it would cover a 37-kilometer road. 10,000 trees were planted. But what's a forest without birds? So the Shah imported 500 sparrows from Europe just to fill the air with chirping. Guests included heads of state, royals, and global elites. From India's President V.V. Giri to Prince Philip of the UK, to the Emperor of Ethiopia, whose dog wore a diamond-studded collar worth crores. To feed this elite crowd, the Shah flew in the top chefs from Paris, 200 Swiss waiters, and tableware from France, so heavy it took the Iranian military to deliver it. The menu: 2,700 kilograms of beef and pork, 1,280 kilograms of poultry, 30 kilograms of caviar, and wine that flowed like water. Some say over 25,000 bottles of whiskey were consumed. This wasn't just a feast, it was history's ultimate royal binge. But as champagne flowed in the desert, the Iranian people starved. The average citizen had no idea that their oil wealth was being blown away in this desert fantasy. While their schools crumbled and hospitals failed, their king danced with global elites. And in the shadows, one man watched from exile: Ayatollah Khomeini, a powerful Shia cleric exiled by the Shah himself. He saw an opening and took it. He used the party as ammunition, broadcasting it to the world as a symbol of the Shah's cruelty and arrogance. "While you starve," he said, "your Shah feeds foreign kings." And people listened. Soon, Iran erupted in protests. The Shah tried to suppress the voices with police crackdowns, but it only made things worse. Even women who were once empowered by the Shah's liberal policies took to the streets in full burqas as a symbol of rebellion. Burqas became a symbol of protest. In just 8 years, the unthinkable happened. The Shah was overthrown. Khomeini returned. Iran became an Islamic republic. The Shah, once king of kings, died in exile. His grand party had become his ultimate downfall. This is the strange irony of history. Sometimes one party is all it takes to collapse a kingdom. The Shah wanted to remind the world of Persia's ancient glory, but all he did was write his own empire's obituary. So the question is, are today's leaders making the same mistakes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Archive Facts. Because history isn't just about the past, it's about what we do next.